Close the door, Preston.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hello.
Hey, what's going on? As soon as I log into the YouTube stream, I hear that tea kettle noise.
What'd you say?
I hear that tea kettle noise when I logged into the YouTube stream. I'm trying to
Yeah.
figure out how to fix it. 'Cause that shit is annoying. I don't know. I gotta YouTube that. Maybe later I'll YouTube that to see. I'm sure I'm not the only one. What's today's date?
Watch the debate.
Yeah, that one was pretty good.
It was a debate. We call that one a debate.
Yeah, that was an actual debate. Um, I think Harris won, not by much, but I think she won.
Yeah.
Um,
She did.
I think Pence was kind of ridiculous the way like he would just walk over the moderator. He was just disrespectful. Didn't like that.
Yeah, I don't know why they do that. It's so stupid. It's like it's a power play or something. It's like there's clearly a clock right there in front of their faces. The fuck do you have to do that?
It was embarrassing. It was embarrassing how the moderator had to stop and be like, "Listen, you guys agree to these rules. I'm here to enforce these rules. You need to follow the rules." When I say 2 minutes, it's supposed to be 2 minutes. Like the fact that she has to even go into that.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Of course, with Pence, like everything that he says, like he's a good debater, but he just comes off as fake to me with everything that he says.
Mm.
Everything seems so manufactured.
Yeah.
I hate to be disrespectful to pastors, but he sounds like an evangelical pastor, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He sounds like he could be like a Benny Hinn or a Joel Osteen or one of those.
I've never heard Kamala talk, so I like I like it.
Yeah, she's good. She's a former prosecutor, so she'll do well in debates. She'll be the first female vice president, right? That's interesting. Also, the first black female vice president at the same time. That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Of course, what kind of stole the show a little bit was the fly on Pence's head.
Oh yeah, that was funny. So I thought somebody was gonna say something.
Yeah, you already know social media gonna roast him for that one.
Yeah. No, but I meant like in the debate. I thought the moderator or maybe Kamala was gonna be like,
Uh,
uh, "Hey, Mr. Vice President, you have a fly in your hand."
of course, you know what the go-to joke was gonna be, right?
The what?
The go-to joke about that.
With the fly?
Yeah,
What?
flies are attracted to pieces of shit.
It's fucked up.
You know that was a layup joke. Everybody's gonna run to that one. Um, you got any setups?
Only EJ. That's far away. Same thing as before, only a little higher.
Yeah, you talking about this thing up here,
Yeah.
UJ?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it a lot too, but it's gonna be a while.
It's only decent thing around there that I could find. I hate how they're not addressing the question of the Supreme Court. Attacking the court.
I think they asked about it once last night.
Yeah, but she didn't answer. Well, the moderator didn't ask the question. Pence asked her, and then she kind of flipped it. She kind of flipped it. Made it a racial thing. They didn't answer the question.
Oh no, man. Pence was giving me lying politician vibes all night. All night. Every answer was just lying politician vibes. But he's good at it though. So
He's a politician. He's like Trump, but he actually knows how to be a politician.
yeah, he's polished. Very much polished. He'll never get rattled. But he's always monotone though. That's my thing with him.
Yep.
He's like robotically like almost programmed. Damn, this gold move was good. Damn.
Although,
What just happened in the past 30 minutes? Damn, that was good. Just for that one 15-minute candle. That would have been enough though. Right to target too. Beautifully. Watch AU.
Hey, you.
Yeah, watch that over there on AU.
Hmm.
Pretty much that 717 level. Above that looks pretty good.
Yeah.
The only thing to look out for above that is this right here. Let's see pivot points. Yeah, because there's pivot point. There's a couple pivots right there. 7175. But still, I think it'll be worth a shot.
Yeah, it gets up there.
I have an alert up here on AU right now. That's right. Take this away. Um, kind of similar on Swiss franc, bro.
Huh?
Kind of similar situation on Swiss franc, but Swiss franc looks like it's closer to breaking. Only thing about Swiss franc is it's a bit sideways. Like it doesn't have much bullish momentum, but the current pattern is pretty good. Like on the hourly,
Yeah. I just don't like that it's a reversal.
I wouldn't really say it's a reversal. It's more sideways than anything.
Well, the most recent move was bearish.
Yeah, this thing was bearish. Yeah, but I mean that wasn't like much bearish momentum, but it's not much bullish momentum either. Hmm. Okay, so AU, Swiss franc, UJ. Actually, setups are cooking.
What else you got?
Well, this isn't like a scalp or anything, but British pound like has a reversal kind of setup cooking. It's kind of interesting. It's getting close to the level, pretty much at 130. If it breaks above 130, then it's a good reversal play. Um, EJ absolutely played games with this level, completely invalidated it, just disrespected it. So I'm gonna remove it. Let's see, that's a good consolidation on EJ though after a really nice bullish push.
Yeah.
Only thing that kind of concerns me, like you see like this initial bullish push,
And then the consolidation.
and then the consolidation and the pullback, right? And
Yeah.
then this new bullish push like didn't really go much further than the high of the initial one. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
it kind of makes it seem weak. Let's see what's here. This level. I'm trying to do this. So nothing is there, but this is there. Okay, yeah, EJ2. And I want all of these. Yeah, to be honest, I kind of want all of these. EJ can make it into these pivots up here. Even beyond that, even before that even gets going, like EJ has this thing. It's a reversal too on EJ, but it has this going on here.
Yeah.
It's clearly a level there, and above that, it looks like the coast is pretty much clear.
Well, there's some pivot points where above it though.
So yeah, there's gonna be stuff like in here for sure. Like, but I think you got at least a little bit of room until the nearest ones that are threatening, like 124.8 levels, more or less.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of room. By the time it gets there, you should definitely be at break even. Or probably take profit there to play it safe. All right, cool. GJ looks trash. That's trash. Hmm. AJ is kind of interesting too, but there's a level right above it that's big trouble. But that's enough room though. That's enough room from here to here, for sure. I think all these JPYs are gearing up to
All the what?
all these JPY pairs look like they may make like a little move up. That means US dollar is probably gonna come down JPY is doing that. It's like on AJ. Like I kind of like this little setup here on AJ. Like this level is to be concerned there. I'll have to wait till it gets there to see how it looks. It's kind of a, I wouldn't really say it's a reversal, but huge consolidation. Hmm. Oh, yeah. Gotta start waking up earlier again. Be on by 7.
Yeah. I was on today like at 7:30.
I was on super early yesterday. I got to do that like every day. UCAT's gonna drop some more. I'm gonna start playing this, bro.
Hmm?
I'm gonna start playing these. See, when I identify this,
Mhm.
you see what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Like all of those situations. Like
Yeah. I was looking at that this morning too, on the 30-minute though.
I probably take like lesser risk when I take these trades, but man,
Yeah. I
they
mean,
they do pretty well, and it gives you like an amazing opportunity to stack. If you're talking about that, because at every like if you make the decision that hey, as long as this thing respects the moving average, I'm just going to continue adding a position and adding a position. You don't have to take like a full R initial risk, but as you accumulate, and you could probably do pretty well if you ride one of
yep.
these.
Yeah.
Yeah, get more active, man. Like the past what month and a half, what I've taken like 3 trades, 4 trades maybe.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but yeah, it's not like there's been a lot of stuff anyway.
Yeah, but just as far as like expanding the repertoire just a little bit, I just want to get a little bit more active. Not
Yeah,
too
I feel
much.
you. Yeah, that strategy definitely is a good thing to explore. I'll be right back.
Hmm.
I don't know about this ESPN Plus. I don't even know. If it shows the fights, it's fucking stupid.
The boxing matches.
Yeah, it shows some, but I don't know if because it doesn't show all the content from ESPN, apparently. I mean, I'm not sure yet. I'm still trying to. I see it on the schedule, but I don't know if it's going to be. There's a good fight coming up next week.
Mm-hmm.
Lomachenko and Lopez, and I see it there, but hopefully it's not some bullshit you gotta pay extra.
So what's on ESPN Plus? Like, what kind of content do you get? Like, is it like live content or is it like?
Yeah, yeah. That's why I got it to watch the soccer game. There's a soccer game I wanted to watch. So.
But like, okay, like, do you have like Sports Center on there, or like, do you have like 30 for 30 on there? Like,
Hmm.
is it like live programming or is it just all like digital on demand kind of content?
No, it has live stuff too. Like, let me go to the feature right now, for example. So I don't know if they do like certain events. So that's how they pick it or something. But there's no way to browse. Wait, let me see if you can eventually browse. Like to browse the channels. Oh, yeah, like for example, shows and originals. Which one did you say it was? Were you asking?
Like Sports Center, like, do you get like a daily wrap up of the day in sports, or
Hmm.
like whatever other programming ESPN has?
Sports
Like,
Center.
do you get like a first take? Like, can you see that?
Yeah, Sports Center. Yeah, yeah. I got Sports Center live right now on ESPN2. But the thing is, like, what you can't do apparently is like literally. Oh, actually, you can. No way. You see? ESPN live. Okay, so you can. Well, it's there, but I click it and it gives me a fucking error. It's so stupid. See? We're sorry, but there is a problem with trying to make it available to the providers. The So I was able to put stupid. I was able to put ESPN3, but not ESPN and ESPN2. How dumb is that?
ESPN 2, but not what? ESPN 3?
I put three. Let me play three, but not two
And
and
ESPN.
regular one. Yeah, one. I guess not one, but get on, cat. Let me try again. Yeah, error. I guess so stupid. No.
Man, at the next debate is going to be virtual.
You already said it?
Yeah,
Wow, that's weird.
due to the whole Trump and COVID situation and all that, it's going to be virtual.
I used to be able to mute him and keep going crazy.
That's what I was just going to say. Like, man, they have to mute the damn mic because Trump is going to be absolutely just
Worse.
obnoxious with it.
Um,
They have to. I don't get
they won't though,
why
because
it's
then
such an issue to do it.
because people it will give revolt, bro.
Just get
Yeah,
everybody like matter of fact, don't even make it like okay, the moderator's able to mute the mic, right?
right. Like automatic, like a timer.
Yeah. Yeah, it's on a timer and it just automatically happens. So nobody can say, oh yeah, they're muting Trump's mic like
Yeah,
unfairly versus,
it's true. Yeah, the people still do it though.
they're gonna talk about how that's rigged too, right?
Yeah. So I was telling Lodi when the fly flew on Pence, I was like, yo, watch the Fox is gonna say that that's a drone spying on Pence.
The left wing in their
Yeah. Trying to
Facebook
plant,
has built a drone to spy on Pence with a fly. It's
carrying
kind
the
of like
COVID, trying to make him sick.
it's a Black Mirror episode all over again.
Yeah. How they were saying that Biden had like a microphone in the debate, like he had a earpiece. You heard about that?
Oh, did he?
No, the Fox immediately came out saying the conspiracy that there was an earpiece and that he had an earpiece, somebody helping him.
That Biden had one, or
Yeah,
that? Oh,
Fox. Yeah, Fox said that the Biden had an earpiece in the last debate, listening in, somebody guiding him and telling him what to say.
maybe it was a hearing aid.
He didn't have anything. It was just bullshit.
Or maybe they couldn't get over the fact that he did relatively better than Trump did in that debate.
Yeah, of
Not to
course
say
it
that
was what it was.
not to say that he did great, but you saw Biden tweeted a picture of himself with a fly swatter last night.
No way.
Yeah,
You lie. For real?
I'm dead serious. Yeah,
No way. I gotta look this up.
just go to Instagram and be like Biden fly swatter. It should be on there.
There was so many memes, so
Oh, I got it. I'll send it to you.
I found a picture of him with a swatter, but I don't know if it's his. Yeah, that's the picture I saw.
Yeah, he tweeted that last night.
For real. That's funny.
Damn, election's only 3 weeks away. That's crazy.
I think you're making a mistake. I think you really want to talk to me. Sorry, I have 3 other interviews to do before this party's over. Yeah, if they're not working on something that will change the world as we know it. They say they are. Yeah, but they're lying. There is a limit, even to the imagination. Human teleportation, molecular decimation.
Look at EJ going the other way. Yes.
Oh, Swiss franc. I know it. You bastard. As soon as I went to go check on you, you're out of there.
Swiss franc's out of there.
Ah, should have set up a damn buy. I know it. As soon as I identified that, I should have hit the damn buy stop. Buy stop. Damn, the setup was clean too. Damn. Hit target in one candle.
Look at that.
Ugh. I need like a. I need that 48-inch curved 4K ridiculous RGB gaming monitor, so I could watch like several pairs at once here. I'm gonna build me a pretty dope PC setup when I get a chance. Yeah, EJ didn't want to play ball, huh? Went the other way.
Playing games.
Nice move that way though. When you look at it, that was actually a sweet little setup right there. The only thing about it was like that little pivot right here, but kind of just knifed through that.
Yeah. It's annoying because it keeps it's up and down, up and down, up and down, but it's not really making consistent move.
Yeah.
Hold on, bro. I'll be right back. It's fucking cat scratch me. I'm leaving. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. EU had this set up too.
Oh, you saw the video I sent you yesterday?
I didn't get a chance to watch it yet. No.
Oh, that's funny. As fuck. Jim Carrey and what's his name? Alan Baldwin? Or whatever his name?
Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin. Yeah. Well, under the debate. That shit was just too funny.
EU had this same setup. Slept on that. That was good. Cell stop right there would have did the job.
Yeah. That wasn't a good setup either, though. It was like whatever.
I mean, it's as good as you're gonna get right now.
I guess you put it that way.
Set alert for AU. Probably gonna call it a day at 10 o'clock today.
Yeah, I'm like,
Run a quick errand. Just waiting for the stock market open to see what happens with that. Damn, I miss all the good setups though. Swiss franc, EU, EJ. All those are gone. What's left? You know, I still have that shoulder pain from a couple days ago, like slightly.
for you?
Yeah, it's crazy. Supposed to go to the gym today too. Hopefully that works out.
Just rest it, bro. Just don't work out your shoulder.
It's kind of hard because I mean you kind of need your shoulder for like a lot of stuff.
Yeah, unless
To,
you do like leg
yeah, unless I'm doing purely legs, yeah.
or cardio, like treadmill, stuff like that.
I don't do treadmill at all. I hate it.
No,
I hate it. I hate treadmill. I hate running in place like just I can't.
it's just better for the knees.
If you give me like some kind of like activity or game to play that involves running, okay, I could do that for sure. But just running for
Soccer?
the sake of running, yeah, I could do that.
You can play soccer. You know how to play soccer?
I'm not good, but sure, I could play. Not to say that I'll be good at all, but
I miss playing soccer. I grew up playing soccer every day, bro.
yeah, soccer's fun. Pretty much whatever sport will be fun. I haven't played I haven't played sports in a while. Whatever sport will be fun to play. Basketball, soccer, throw around a football, whatever it is.
Volleyball.
Even volleyball for sure. Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah. There's a volleyball court here, like a beach volleyball court here by my house, but it's always busy. There's always people there. Tennis. How about tennis?
Oh hell yeah, I love tennis.
Yeah,
Like one of my favorite games for sure.
I was
Like
learning how to play. My real estate partner was teaching me, my friend.
yeah,
He was teaching me how to play before he left Iraq. Because we have also a court in here, which they're redoing it. Haven't finished.
yeah, tennis is awesome. I could sit there and whack that ball all day.
It's harder than it looks.
Oh, definitely. To keep the ball in play,
Yep.
yeah, it's tough. Got to work on my backhand. I wouldn't mind like living in a building, like a condo building that has. Well, when we lived in Hollandale Beach, we had a tennis court. Um, yeah, we had a tennis court like on the roof of one of the buildings.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was a tennis court there. That was fun. I only played there a couple times though. Never really had a chance to play. But it'll be cool to live in a building that has like, cause like when I went to go visit my boy like Solange's cousin in DC,
Hmm.
like his building had everything. They had a racquetball court, they had a basketball court, they had a tennis court. Like he lives in a condo.
Jesus.
Yeah, they had like pretty much a fully stocked gym. They had like a fully like it's almost like a library, like where like you could just go hook up your computer and just find a desk and just do your thing, study, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they had all kind of stuff in there. Like it'll be awesome to find a building like that in Miami. I'm sure he was paying
Yep. His
uh
his his share for it.
yeah, I'm sure he was paying a pretty nice chunk for rent, but it'd
But
be great to have a building like that.
where my brother lives in Wellington, um, is a new community. They have like apartments, condos, and like, townhouses and shit.
Yeah.
And when I went for walking around, they have like this playroom. They have a bunch of shit, but I remember the playroom specifically because there was like several TVs. They had like PS4s, Xbox,
Oh
Xbox
damn.
One, whatever it is. And then Wii had a Wii, and then and then a bunch of shit like that, little games and stuff. with with big TVs, it was like what the fuck? I've never seen that. Just go in there and play.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah. Right outside was like that was like right outside was like the pool tables and everything brand new because it was a new community. Of course, not cheap.
I'm sure the HOA over there has to be
Hmm.
interesting. Speaking of HOAs, man, that's the one thing that's killing me from my prospects of buying a condo here in Miami.
Yeah.
You could find a condo for a reasonable price, but man, once you look at that HOA fee, it's like
Yep.
deal breaker.
Yep.
We're talking like even for like a simple two, 1,300 square feet, if that. Like you probably get an 1,100 for the most part. But yeah, HOA is like 600 a month, 700 a month, 800 a month.
That's
Like,
ridiculous, bro.
and in those buildings, like you're not even getting like you get like the basic gym,
Yeah.
like the one with a couple treadmills in there, maybe a Smith machine and a couple dumbbells and
You're
a
just
yoga and a
basically you're
yoga mat.
just paying the insurance and property management. That's all you're really playing with with that HOA.
Yeah, but $800 a month
It's ridiculous.
for that,
No,
that's
it's
fucked up.
ridiculous. I mean, insurance down there is super expensive, so I can see how HOA is more expensive down there. My cousin was gonna buy in Miami. He's an attorney, and he was gonna buy a condo. It was like a studio. It was like a one type of thing in Miami.
Yeah, you're gonna pay.
And and I don't remember what he sent me the documents. I don't remember, but it was like ridiculous. And he sent me the breakdown of the HOA, like where the money's going, right?
Hmm.
He's like, "Oh, can you look at this?" I'm like, "Bro, you're an attorney. What the fuck?" I'm like, "Okay, fine." I looked at the things and the numbers. It was a bunch of stupid shit they charged there, random like stupid expenses.
Man, I bet even for like a studio, man, you're gonna pay 500-600 a month for your HOA, even if you're living in the studio,
Yeah,
and you're really not getting anything.
yeah.
You'd
But he
be
was
lucky.
getting a good, it was getting a decent price on the condo though. I mean, I don't know, decent for Miami. Decent, I mean, I don't think it's a decent price in
Yeah,
reality, but for Miami, it was like, it was on 20 grand, I think. Like one something
yeah.
in Miami, like an actual, he
You
said
could,
he could walk to work and shit.
yeah, you could still find those deals right now on condos down there. But again, the deal breaker is always the HOA. It's like, oh man,
Sucks.
because when you look at it, okay, like the condo is like 250. All right, it's nice. You got like two bedrooms, a bathroom, or maybe two bathrooms. Looks like a good deal. Um, so like with that alone, like your monthly mortgage payment would be like, something reasonable, like 1,000, 1,200.
Mm.
I just got an alert for S&P 500. Oh, gap up big time.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, buy S&P 500 all day.
it opened up.
Yeah, but yeah, like you find a condo for like 250, your monthly mortgage is like what, like 1,200, something like that. If you put
Some
your normal 20% down and all that, like
for how many? 250. Oh yeah, yeah. If you put 20% down, yeah, should
yeah,
be
so,
1,200. Yeah, more or less.
something in that ballpark.
Mm-hmm.
But man, once you add that HOA fee, okay, your payment's like 2 grand.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like, oh man.
yeah, that's crazy.
And that's my paradox. I'm like, okay, I really don't want to rent because I understand how much of a, you know, waste of money that is
Mm-hmm.
because you're never going to get any value out of that. But like, okay, so I want to buy, but I want a condo, but I don't want to deal with that, condo HOA fee thing every month looming over my head. And then for single family homes, like if you want a decent single family home in Miami, bro, you're gonna pay like 400.
Oh yeah, no, there's
I
no
mean,
way.
like entry level stuff, you're gonna pay 400 in a decent
Yeah,
area.
yeah.
So it's like, man, like not really sure what direction to go in there.
Well, the good thing, however, of having a condo, especially if it's close to the jobs in the city or whatever, you can always rent it in the future,
Yeah,
and you probably will be able to get enough to pay the mortgage and the HOA and all that crap. So it can be an investment property eventually.
that's most likely what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna have to like bite the dust and bite the bullet. I mean, and kind of do that. But
Yeah,
it kind of sucks up front. And then with those, it's not an issue of just getting the mortgage. It's an issue of getting approved by the HOA too. Like,
yep. I hate HOAs, bro. I would never buy it for me to live in an HOA place again. Not again, but one of two of the investment properties we bought, we flipped on. It was both an HOA. I told you, right? Like the last one, like they'll tow cars left and right and shit. Like
oh damn,
the one of the people looking at the houses to buy,
they got the car towed.
yeah, they got the car towed like
Jeez.
within minutes, and then the realtor calls me all pissed. He's like, "My car, or my client's car got towed. It's ridiculous." I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
It is ridiculous, but it's not your fault though.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, "I'm sorry." So that I can do. I mean, I wanted to tell you, you shouldn't have parked in the street. You know, it's ridiculous, but I mean, I hate tow trucks too. But fuck them.
Oh man, tow trucks are worse.
Yeah.
I remember one night in Miami Beach, um, I went out. My boys convinced me to go out. Right, I was driving. This is probably like 2009, 2008, something like that, right out of high school.
Hmm.
They wanted to go to the club, South Beach. So we drove around for like a half hour just trying to find a parking spot that night before we could even get into the club, right? So eventually we found something, but the parking spot was like the guy who parked in front of the spot, like he parked like kind of obnoxiously.
Hmm.
So in order for me to leave enough room for him to get out and not like potentially rip my car apart, um, I kind of had to park a little bit in the it's like a handicap spot, I guess, or I'm not sure if it was a handicap spot or a motorcycle spot or something like that. It was something like that. But I kind of had to, you know, back like put my back into that spot a little bit, so both of us have space if this guy wants to get out before I do, right? So that's what I ended up doing. I was like, screw it, it shouldn't be a problem. 'Cause I didn't technically park in that spot. Man, I got towed so fast. Like as soon as we get out of the club, I'm like, well, I'm sure I parked there, didn't I? And they were like, damn, bro, you got towed. So we had to go over to that tow company, and that tow bill was like 400 and something dollars.
Bro.
And like we're we're we none of us have that. Like we're broke. Like fresh out of high school, man, we're broke. We don't have that kind of money. So we don't know what to do, and I got to be to work at like in a couple hours, pretty much, right? So I'm like, man, I'm screwed in every direction here because every day that you leave the car in there, it was like another hundred
Right. They keep
dollars.
adding to it, and bastards.
So we ended up having to kind of like panhandle to get the money. So like we're running around just asking people, hey, like, you know, we just got towed. You got like 10, 20 bucks you could spare us so we can get the car back. So we did that for like an hour or two, and like together, like we ended up scrounging around and getting enough to get it out. Like this one guy was nice enough to give us like 50 bucks to get it out. And it was like right in the nick of time too. I literally rolled up to work like 5 minutes before my shift.
Jesus.
The tow company, that tow company was not having it, bro.
No, that's douchey, bro. Like I got told I got repoed actually in Dolphin Mall. I was in a handicap spot because my dad is handicapped, and I had dropped him off to the movies. I don't remember exactly why didn't I go in there with to the movies to them with him,
Hmm.
but I was in the car in the handicap spot in the car, and all of a sudden, fucking this tow truck hitches like
While
they
you're in the
revert.
car, isn't
Well,
that illegal?
yes, it is, bro. It was a huge fucking thing. It was like he hitches me, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I get out of the car. The guy's like, "What's up, man?" I'm like, "What's going on?" He's like, "Repo, bro, repo." I was like, "What the fuck? No, I was in the car. What are you talking?" Oh, but I already hit, man. I can't do anything. So I jumped back in the car. Oh,
Yeah.
you gotta get out. You gotta get out. So they call security, and bro, I was so pissed. The security guard was this black lady. She comes at me, and I'm in the car, and she knocks on the window, and I'm trying to call the bank. It's at night, like in a weekend. I don't even know. It's just I didn't know what to do.
Oh damn.
And the lady, the security guard knocks down. He's like, oh, oh, she was fucking assuming that I didn't speak English. It pissed me off. He was like, nombre, I don't know. Like she was trying to speak Spanish. Like I was like a ref or some shit. It would piss me off.
Yeah.
And whatever, bro. Like it was crazy. Like, oh, if you don't leave, we're gonna call Sweetwater police. I'm like,
Oh, call him.
yeah, you know what? And I should have done that probably. But at the end of the day, I'm like, um, I just got out of the car. I just I had my gun with me too, which is a fucking pain in the ass. 'Cause I didn't have anywhere to put it. So I was like, bro, like, it was the whole shit. Whatever. They ended up taking the car, but I got my way though, because this is what I did. I was so pissed. I'm like, I'm not gonna let this go. I called the tow company. I fixed the thing with the bank, paid them what I owed them. They're like, okay, they released the car, right? Whatever. And when I called the tow company to complain and say like he hitched me while I was in the car and in the handicap spot. He's like, oh yeah, oh that sucks. Well, maybe he didn't see you. I'm sorry about that. Pretty much saying like, fuck you, we don't care. You know?
Right.
They didn't give a shit. So I did some research, called some stuff. My cop friend that was a cop, asked him, he's like, yeah, they're not supposed to do that. All this. I'm like, whatever. I don't have money to sue them anyway, so whatever. When I went to pick up the car, I go in there. I told them, oh, I'm here to pick up the car. They're like, oh, the car's in my dad's name primarily, so they didn't want to give it to me. So it was a whole other hassle to deal. It was 2 hours out there at the yard.
Damn.
Finally, they send the release under my name, and the car is ready to go basically, but the guy just waiting on the release under my name. And he's like, okay, I got the release. You can take, you just check the car. So I'm walking around the car, making sure it's not dinged or anything. I look in the bag because they put everything in the bag and the belongings. And I get in the car. I'm like, yeah, everything looks like it's in the bag. He's like, oh, okay. And I had the cash. I had to pay. I was supposed to pay him like $200 something to pay them to release the car. He's like, oh, you need to pay, and I need the release from the bank. So I'm like, yeah, I was ready to pay. And the dumbass gave me the key. And I'm like, oh, okay. So he's like, I'm good. He's like, yeah, you're good. So I'm like, fucking get in the car. I'm like, Gloria, get in the car. And I fucking haul ass. I'm like, go. And then we haul ass out of there, bro. So we go into this parking lot. Soon there was a Best Buy. We go into the parking lot. Gloria follows me. I'm like, this is what happened. I didn't pay. She's like, go home, whatever. And she goes home. And then I go behind her. And all of a sudden I see a tow truck. They were looking for us.
Wow.
The tow truck stops in the middle of the road and starts reversing towards me, trying to hitch me again. This is all happening like in the middle of the street. It was like fucking. So I reverse, turn the car, and I haul ass, and then this tow truck is following me all the way to the highway. Gets on and is following me and chasing me.
Damn, that sounds like an action movie, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you, I was like, my heart was like boom, 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 and I got away. I fucking got away. I hauled ass, got in the accident. It was crazy shit, and I never paid the tow company, so they towed my car, but they never made any money. So fuck them. I was like, then I had to, like, they knew where I lived and everything. So
once they release the car to you, if they didn't collect the payment, then that's on them.
exactly, once they release the cars on them, and that's why I was like, fuck them, they're being such dicks, and then the fact that they did it so wrong, I'm like, I don't care. And where I lived in the Redlands, bro, like they don't have access to my car. It's like we had like a fence and everything. So because I'm like, how they are, they could probably go and they just go and fuck with me and take the car, and who knows, right? These people are not nice people. So But bro, I felt so good that I got away with that. Hmm? Oh, these memes, man. These memes with the fly nonstop. Yeah, man, that was a crazy, crazy thing. Crazy adventure. Since that day, I hate tow trucks.
I always say tow trucks. Probably not a bad idea to have a towing company, but I'm just not that kind of guy.
Especially those repo guys. I didn't even know how. I'm like, and then I asked the guy, I'm like, after I calmed down, I was like, "Yo, so Tom, how the hell did you know it was repo?" He's like, because you're being cool. I'm gonna tell you. We have this scanner license plate, so we go through parking lots and like malls, and that's what they're doing. They're driving by Dolphin Mall, scanning license plate, and when they get a hit, they hit you and they take it.
Wow.
I was like, what the fuck?
Isn't there like an attachment you can put on your car, like an anti tow hitch or something like that? I think there's something like that you can put on your car.
It is. There is.
I believe so. Yeah. You probably gotta have a certain kind of car, but you can put like an anti tow hitch on it. You can't be towed. Well, they can't hit you at least.
Yeah. That's some bullshit.
Wonder what made the market pop up like that.
The fly.
Probably.
Have you ever seen the tiny homes?
Like on a HGTV.
Well, yeah. There's a documentary that I saw it on Netflix, I think. But have you seen them like on the little trailer houses? Well, not necessarily on a trailer, but usually they are on a trailer.
I seen that show on HGTV talk about tiny homes. It's like this little 500 square foot home or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been wanting to make one, put on my yard, so I can Airbnb it.
That would be an interesting idea.
Yeah, like I've been wanting to do it since like last year. And Emil sent me yesterday a video where they're reviewing, somebody just recording a review of an Airbnb in Atlanta, which is a tiny home, just I've thought about.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
I mean, if you live near a spot where like tourists come through a lot,
That's the thing. That's the thing that I don't think that's the case. Um, I don't know if there will be enough demand for 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 a lot of Airbnb or a permanent rental. I think a permanent rental is probably a better chance,
probably a permanent rental. Yeah.
like a month to month type of thing.
But would somebody want a permanent rental tiny home? You think?
Well, the thing is, it's like a trend right now. So if you were a person that's considering changing to the minimalist type of lifestyle, and wouldn't it make sense that, like, let me try to live in a place for a couple months, see how I live, and then make a decision.
Yeah.
If it's like a permanent thing you're trying to do, or also Airbnb if you want to experience that too. The idea I had to build it or to make it inside is to make it actually like a tiny home, like a tiny house, like everything, the basic needs and everything, and taking advantage of every single square inch type of thing. And
Yeah.
so because there's a trend, I think somebody would rent it month to month. And I wanted to put in a trailer so I could, if I, when I leave this house, whatever, I can take it with me or I can sell it. If you Google, like, if you look at tiny homes on trailers, there could easily be 35, 40 grand.
Hmm.
And I know I can build one for like around 10 grand.
Yeah. It sounds like a good idea. But in Tampa, right? Like, are people like how's the like what are people looking for there? Are people looking for that?
No idea.
I got to do
Honestly, I don't
some
know.
research into that.
Yeah, I just don't know how to even answer the question, because I was looking at Airbnbs in this city where I live in Apollo Beach. There is demand for Airbnb because there's a lot of Airbnbs. Like, there's a lot of rooms for rent and condos and shit like that.
Hmm.
So I'm assuming there's people that go in through here, you know.
Right.
um, but specifically about like the trend of the tiny homes stuff, that's hard to find out.
Right.
But the thing is, like, think about it. If this is my train of thought, if somebody's looking for Airbnb for the weekend or whatever, and they have a choice between renting a room or renting a tiny home, and the price is almost the same, what would you rent?
Um. Definitely the room
You rent the room?
over the tiny home.
Yeah. What? Why?
I mean, what would be more spacious? The tiny home?
um then a room, yeah, probably. I
But
mean, unless it's a big
I
room.
guess a tiny home will have like all your amenities, right? Versus just a room where.
Yeah, everything, and the independence, and the fact that it's
I guess you're right. Yeah, that makes sense.
because you have the little kitchen, bathroom, bed, and then the independence is not attached to the house. So
Right.
it's like renting a guest house, basically, same shit, like a
Yeah.
condo, one one type of thing. I don't know. I just know that's trending, the whole tiny home thing.
Honestly, man, the way it's gonna go, like with real estate, there's gonna be less and less land. It's inevitable. Less and less desirable land, at least. Right. So that land is gonna be more and more valuable. So people are gonna squeeze out every square foot of that thing to try to get as much money as they can out of it.
Yeah,
So pretty much houses are gonna get smaller and smaller, more or less.
yeah.
So the tiny home trend thing may eventually like be there to stay.
Yeah, definitely. And it's just,
And they'll probably be worth a lot.
that's what I'm saying. Like, and that's why I want to do it, because I could do it on not on a trailer very easier, way easier.
Yeah.
Because the way I wanted to do it is buying these sheds that look like little houses, and I went looking at them and everything, which is perfect what I have in mind. But to put that on a trailer is going to be a little hard. So doing it without a trailer, but doing it with trailer is like it's movable, and you can easily sell it.
Yeah.
You know, if it's on the floor, it's part of the house, and yeah, it might bring the value of the house up and stuff when you sell it. But I'd rather just when if the time comes to sell, or it's like I could take the tiny home and just live in it or whatever. You know, like there's a lot of options with whether it's movable versus like fixed.
Yeah, it's a good idea. I think acquiring or anything in real estate is a good idea, to be honest. I mean, whatever you want to do in that sector is good, especially if you're doing it long term.
Yeah, it's probably true.
It'll be cool to get into like a real estate investment trust or something of that nature. Um, to just buy and accumulate property to hold on to. I think like 15, 20 years from now, what your house value is going to be like, you know?
Yeah,
Like if you have like 5 or 6 of those going on, then you'll be doing pretty well at that point.
yeah. It's just so expensive to get into that. Like,
That's why it's better to, well, or easier, I should say, to do it with in a group instead of trying
oh
to put
yeah,
it all on your own.
yeah, definitely, definitely. And it's just crazy over there. Like we were like bidding. My partner was bidding on a house on Monday and Tuesday, and it was just, let me see what it ended at actually. It was just crazy. Like people are just, I don't know what they're thinking. The banks, they're on crack. What they expect to get for these houses. Fuck. Yeah, they didn't. Nobody won the bid.
What they have like a reserve price on it or something like that.
Yeah, but usually it's not disclosed, the reserve price. But by the looks of it, the reserve price is pretty
Probably
much,
way up there.
yeah, pretty much at the market, around the market value, which makes no sense because then you have to pay all this shit to get the house, and then plus put money in it, and then what? Stupid. But there's barely any inventory out there. It's like there's nothing, and at least not in auctions.
It'd be good to own a bank. That's another good one.
On a bank. I wish.
Just tell everybody, hey, put your money in here. We'll give you 1%, but we'll actually make 10 or 20% on it. Like, I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. Yeah, that's real wealthy. It's a wealthy move right there on a bank. Hmm. Looks like the market didn't really want to play ball today, huh?
Huh?
Looks like the market didn't really want to play ball today.
Yeah.
The best moves were like these little flash moves on Swiss franc and EU and EJ,
Yeah.
and then they all kind of backed off after they made that little move. So
Watch him go completely the other direction.
probably
It's just like, fuck.
it's a swing trader's nightmare. These
Yeah.
markets. Hey man, it's 10 o'clock, bro. I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna
All
get
right,
my
man.
earnings. Be back later.
All right, man. Talk to you later.
All right, bro.
Bye.